There's like the lie where you leave key information out.
I can't believe you. I have done nothing to deserve this kind of mistrust.
All right, now listen up, you limey bum sniffers.
Hey, it's me.
Earn cash, travel, meet new people.
Anybody been on the airplane? You ever went in that bathroom on the airplane?
Cram's it on for being with a gam-gum.
I feel back to normal. In fact, I probably feel better than I did before.
Creatures on the upper with the drumstick!
Yeah, you're in good company.
You know, like I've said 1,000 times, we're just different places in our lives.
See Roger the Boogly.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. In an announcement yesterday, the NFL owners awarded the 2019 Super Bowl to Atlanta, the 2020 Super Bowl to South Florida, whatever that means, and the 2021 Super Bowl to Los Angeles. By the way, Atlanta will unveil the new $1.4 billion Mercedes-Benz Stadium in 2017. More than a decade after he was first accused of sexual misconduct, Bill Cosby will go to trial. A Pennsylvania judge found enough evidence during a hearing Tuesday to proceed with a criminal trial. It's not clear when his trial will start. Cosby faces 3 counts of felony indecent assault from a 2004 case involving Andrea Constand, an employee at his alma mater, Temple University. She was the first of more than 50 women who have accused Cosby of sexual misconduct. If convicted, Cosby faces up to 30 years in prison. NBC's The Red Nose Day special will be airing tonight and will feature more than 65 stars, including Elton John, Julia Roberts, Will Ferrell, Blake Shelton, and Kobe Bryant. Norman Reedus and more of the Walking Dead cast will perform in a comedy sketch. Blake Shelton and Elton John will be musical guests. The charity event, which raises awareness for kids in need in the United States and around the world, will be hosted by Craig Ferguson. Sir Paul McCartney, in a fascinating interview with the BBC last week, said he was seriously depressed after the Beatles broke up and even started drinking.
Yeah, you would be. You would be too if it happened to you. Yeah, you know, it was very depressing, you know, because you were breaking from your lifelong friends. And even, I mean, we used to liken it to like the army, where you'd been army buddies for a few years and now you weren't going to see him again. And with all the business stuff still going on, and not knowing whether I was going to continue in music, that was kind of depressing.
Seriously, what you thought for a moment, this is it?
Yeah, I mean, well, because the thing was, well, how are you going to do it? If you're going to do it, you can't play all the instruments yourself on stage. And, you know, I took to the bevies. I took to a wee drum. And, you know, it was great at first. And then after a while, it was getting up in the morning. No, I was a bit far gone, you know. And suddenly I wasn't having a good time. It wasn't working. So again, you know, it was Linda who sort of said, you know, you've got to get it together and we've got to do something. So we ended up forming Wings.
Medical news today. A man in Oregon is suing the hospital after his hernia surgery left him with an 80-pound scrotum. Coincidentally, 80-pound scrotum was Donald Trump's nickname in high school. The Miami Marlins are suing season ticket holders who canceled their tickets after the team failed to live up to several promises. The most shocking part of this story, there are actually people who bought season tickets to the Miami Marlins. Quarterback Cam Newton was a recent answer on Jeopardy, which is surprising because I didn't realize Jeopardy had a category for world's sorest losers. Justin Bieber says he hates performing at award shows because everyone's just pretending to be having a good time. Well, what does he expect when he's just pretending to sing? Cops arrested a guy in Ohio for masturbating inside a McDonald's. Asked to comment, the man said, "I'm loving it." Daniel Craig is stepping down as James Bond. Craig made the decision after not consulting anyone else who played James Bond. The head of the TSA was fired. Yeah, they didn't just fire this guy. Oh yeah, they humiliated him. They made him leave his office without his belt and shoes. In Iowa, the world's first set of surviving septuplets just graduated high school. Now we'll see if their parents can survive 7 college tuitions. A black bear attacked a hiker last week in the Great Smoky Mountains. Well, wildlife authorities tracked down and killed the wrong bear. Now everybody's pointing the finger. Here's how incompetent these clowns are. They claim that it wasn't their fault since the bear matched the description the victim gave to the police sketch artist. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. Hillary Clinton's new slogan is Stronger Together, which is better than her old slogan, My lawyer said I don't have to answer that question. Hillary, for God's sakes, nobody gives a fuck. Charlie Sheen says he's moving to Mexico. Yeah, he wants to make sure he can still get drugs after Trump builds the wall. Hey, anger management boy, nobody gives a fuck where you live. And Kris Jenner wants to change her last name back to Kardashian. That's fine, but to me, she'll always be shameless fame-whoring pimp mama. Hey, Kris, nobody gives a fuck. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of The Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out the Being Frank Show, starring Frank D'Angelo. Live Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on NSS.